Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a knife collection. This is part 3 of my fixed blades. Probably can wrap it up in one more. We're going to start off with the Bobcat. Now, this is designed by Bobby Shoe. All right, this particular one was made by Battle Horse Knives, and you can see it's been rode hard, put up wet. Micarta handles. The steel escapes me on the prototype. I absolutely adore this knife. It is the Bobcat. Now, Work Tough Gear has picked this knife up. For me, I love it. Y'all can see it's well used. Very well may take this one to Blackie's, and we're going to talk about that some. What I want to do, guys, is kind of do what we've been doing on our collection videos. Go through, show you the knife, tell you a little bit about it, and move on. The sheath, now again, Battle Horse did this one. I'm going to show you its baby brother next and talk about who did that one. But the sheath on this thing, this is Bobby's symbol. You'll see it on all his knives have knife or cat names. There's something about this knife. I can't tell you why I adore it. I love the sheath. It's got a dangler, belt loop. Works well. I'm a huge fan. I love everything about it. 90-degree spine. There's a hard use video on it. Guys, we're going to keep going. Before we do, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We talk about that all the time. That's why on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. And all that means is, vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo. To the chagrin of many, and that's okay. Everybody's got different opinions. How do you do that, Scav? Well, we don't break the damn law. And when we do, because we accept responsibility. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. And that's very important. Here is the Cat Panion. Again, Bobby Shoe is the designer. Ancora Knives made this one. If you're not familiar with Ancora, get familiar. They do a fantastic, fantastic job. This one is definitely going with me to Blackie's. It's called the Cat Panion. It's just a smaller version. Let me give you a side-by-side. Now, I believe these handle scales are G10. And I know this is AEB-L, which I adore. I mean, adore. And you can just see the look there. I like the blade shape. This one was surprising as a chopper. I don't know that this one would be, but this one will slice the shit out of you. I promise you that. The Cat Panion. I love this thing. The G10 handle pattern. Now it comes in a Kydex with a tech lock so you can carry it scout. At this camp, that's probably exactly how I'll do it. I'll just carry it scout. Probably, honestly, on my left side for a quick draw if I need it. But those two are by Bobby Shoe, and I love them. Listen, guys, here's the thing. I need to apologize to Keith Carpenter, Brandon Thrasher, Carnivora as a whole. Guys, I've got knives stacking up that I need to do reviews on, and I know that's first world problems. I'm going to do everything I can do to get as many knife reviews out as I can this week. And I even contemplated not going to Blackie's, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm just going to ask you to be patient with me. The way I do videos with the outside demonstrations put a lot of time and a lot of work, and it's just hard to bang them out left and right. And I don't want to do any knife the injustice of trying to rush it. So again, Brandon, man, you've been good to me, and I'm sorry it's taken this long. I did Lefty's knife today. I'm going to try to get it back. I've got a box going back to JR, and I'll jump on that box of knives from JR when I get back. But to guys, if you've sent me a knife, man, I do apologize. I never meant to get this far behind. And we're cranking out content every day, and I love it. Now, we're going to discuss this knife. This is a Topz. First Topz knife I ever have, and I always screw up the name. This is the Condor Alert. You can't get them anymore. Got this one from Kirk. I absolutely love it. That's actually jimping up high. You can see the ramp, the micarta, 1095. I need to get a good video out on this one. I say that a lot, but I need to catch up with what I got first. This is quite possibly my favorite Topz. It's just a big knife that's comfortable. You got a working choil there. Absolutely adore this knife. It's the same Topz sheath. It's a Nylon sheath. Not a huge fan of that. And down the road, I might either make me a Kydex sheath or get me a good leather sheath for that. But I love the Condor Alert. Moving on. Another special knife. Very special. This one, a lot of you guys got together and got me this knife. This is the D-Bad War Buoy. It's just badass. Everybody knows Donnie's one of my favorite designers, top 3, if not number 1 of all time. I love his designs. This was based on the old Confederate cavalry style buoy. D-guard. It's got D-Bad design right here, the maker's mark right there, and then it's got scab on the back side. Man, I love this. You won't see a lot of videos. I did do a hard use video with it. I do bang and crane. It is stuck on by that. Just an awesome, awesome buoy. One of my favorite buoys. Seriously, I ought to do it. If somebody says, Scab, what's your favorite? I'm not doing one knife challenges anymore because I can't. I've got so many that I love. And the thing is this. People always say, Scab, take a break or do this or that. No. And they say, don't get burnt out. I'm not. If anything, I'm more passionate today than I was when I started. The only thing that I ever get frustrated with, and it's first world problems, it's not bitching, is having time. This one, Jacob Lamb, dude, thank you so much. This one, for a lot of folks, people want this knife, the BK9. We talked about it last week. Going to Blackie's. Love it. Now, I've got some micarta handle scales I'm going to put on it. But, man, I just love this damn knife. I've wanted one. It's one of those knives that I've always wanted. They're easy to get. I just put it on the back burner because there would always be something. But I always, when it came down to it, and this one's badass. It's that 10, I believe it's either 1095 or 1095 Crovan. But it's a BK Becker design, Ethan Becker. The BK9, straight up. Say it with me, kids. Badassery. Cut the damn thing like that. There we go. All right. Moving on. Oh, let me throw this one in. This is the Raven. The Scandinavian Prince of Knives. Espen sent this to Pete. Pete did a Pistol Pete. Shout out Pistol Pete. Did a review. And then he sent it to Donnie. Donnie did a review and he sent it to me. Now this one, I'm not taking a ton of knives to Blackie's to review. But because this is a woods knife and a woodsman's knife, and I don't want to get any further behind, I may take this one with me. This is the Raven. I love this thing. Love it. That is a sharpened spine. Check out Donnie and Pete's video on this. And thank you guys for including me in that review, man. I do appreciate it. Look at that. That's just badass looking. Looks like a Raven. And KHHI does a phenomenal job on their sheaths. For years, Donnie had me believing that they use goat skin. I heard him say it one time, and I kept copying him. Finally, he was like, dude, it's leather. I'm like, so if you watch any of my old videos, you'll damn sure see me calling it goat skin leather. That's kind of like Corinthian leather, you know, rich Corinthian leather. All right, moving on. Now, that one's not mine. That one's just for a review, but I do want to show that. This one is mine, and this one is a favorite. This one's top 5. And here's the thing, and let me reiterate this about my collection. It's my collection. I've got knives for different reasons. I've got sentimental knives. I got fun knives, but I love this knife. And if it's in my collection, I love it. I promise you that. This is a fun beast of a knife designed by Jason Dixon. It's called the Dragoth. Work Tough Gear has picked up this knife, and I cannot wait to see what they do with it. Shaney did an amazing job. Here's the thing, too, with Shaney, guys. Everything he does is custom and by hand. That's why you get that hammer look. They're all razor sharp, 5160, micarta handles, badass. But I am super duper excited to see what Work Tough Gear has in store. The Dragoth, definite favorite. And it's just fun. Jason, you know what Jason said? And here's the deal with these knives. If anybody wants to talk shit, because you can watch the hard use video and then you're going to feel stupid. Because I can make it work. I'm not here, again, to talk people into liking my collection. I just make them work, huh? Come on. Let's come back with it. Let's come back with another Carnivora. Now, I need y'all to put in the comments. I purposely left out my Work Tough Gear stuff and some of the Carnivora stuff. If you want to see that in a video, if you want me to add that as part of a collection video, I'll gladly do it. I just figured you guys see it all the time. There's probably 25, 30, 35 pieces. I'd love to do a video on them. And I may do that for Work Tough Gear Wednesday, but I haven't decided. But if you want me to do a video on it, let me know. Carnivora blades. This is, you'll see Jesse in the comments. This is one of his favorites, and it's one of mine. This is the Aisha, and I'm looking, it's the Steels 5160. It is white micarta handles. This thing is a beast. Now, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Shaney does as good, if not better, a job than anybody on this planet with 5160. This one I might send to Joe. Let him kind of play with it, sharpen it up, clean it up, and just have some fun with it. I think he could showcase this knife, and I think it would look good. But it's a beast of a knife. And the thing is this pivot point here, you'll see a lot of this from Carnivora. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you another one right after this. You see that tracker style is prevalent, kind of a Persian type, tracker type mixture. Heavy hitter. Believe it or not, this is one of the best choppers in my big knife collection. So y'all know I love it. All right, moving on. Moving on up. Let's follow it up with another one. That way you can kind of see what I was talking about. This is the Leopard. I got to get a video out on this pronto. It is in 3V. G10 handle scales. Badass knife. I've used this knife. I don't normally do that, but I did. Very workable choil. Absolutely love this knife. It's kind of a smaller looking version of that with some different nuances. The thing about Carnivora is this, and Shade, a lot of their stuff, you look at it and you go, oh, it's this or that. A lot of it has multi-purpose design influence in it and multi-use. And we like to explore that. That's a sharpened swedge, by the by. So you can get that back cut going. Kydex sheath. But this is just dope. This is the Leopard 3V. Video is coming out on. I don't know if this one's mine or not, but I wanted to show it because I've had it so long. I love it and I need to get a video on it. Okay, moving on. Let's go to this one. This is one you do not see a lot. This is a purpose-driven knife. It's from one of my favorite companies of all time. It's the Spartan Aries. That is purpose-built. If there ever was a knife that was purpose-built. The guys who run Spartan are two former Green Berets, two operators, and they come up with certain knives. This is one of those knives. Now, we did a utility type video on it. I mean, this is a stabber. It's a slasher. It's a get after you. Can you make it work? Yeah, absolutely can. I believe it says 35 VN. Yeah. Spartan blades, another one from Kurt. It's almost a real rough micarta, no slip. I love this. And now, a lot of times, guys, and I've said this before, I don't carry knives for self-defense. I don't. But there's been times I put this on the belt if I'm going to be, walking around a bad area or something. Because here's the truth. Swamp, something like that, urban environment. I want it to where I can get to it quick. Everybody has this idea, that you're going to get in some Wild West shootout or you're going. Violence is up close and personal. Hate to break it to you, it just is. It's from me to the camera. It's within arm's length. Yes, the gun's great. This is YouTube. I'm not showing a gun. So this is my pew-pew. Now I may have one on me, but I always have this. If I'm in a bad situation, bet this is, because it's quick deployable. It'll do the trick. And this isn't a debate between gun and knife. That's stupid. I mean, that's easy pickings. I'm just saying, for YouTube, for the channel, Spartan Aries. And it's well built and it's dope. Okay. Last one probably I'm going to show you from Shaney, but I need to show you this. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you watch the live, if you've seen any shorts, if you've seen, this is the Mac V buoy. I'm so used to saying sock. Mac V buoy. It's a throwback to the Vietnam era. There's a lot of filigree on this one. He has a plain tactical one. The stacked leather handled knife like that. Now, when he sent it, he asked me, I've got to put a little glue right there. But the handle fills the hand. It absolutely fills the hand, and it is gorgeous. This is one I am contemplating. I know I've mentioned I'm not taking many. I may take 3 or 4 to try to get a review on. But the truth is, I may do like the prelim stuff here in town and then do the wood jungle stuff at Blackie's. I'm not sure, but within the next 10 days, 10 to 12 days, I'm finishing up every single knife review that I've got in-house. And this is going to be on that list along with the Leopard, along with Brandon, along with, now I won't be able to get all those knives from JR, but that is just a badass. And this is a serious looking blade. Even if you don't like the design, it is a phenomenal, it's heavy in hand. The balance point, just try to work it out real quick. The balance point is really more handle than anything. Feels tremendous in hand. I love it. And the sheath's badass too. This one is mine. Now I'm going to do a review and then it's going to Pistol Pete and then we'll find somebody if they want to review it. We'll do that, but it's coming back to me. All right, Cold Steel. 1917 buoy. This buoy is special to me. This is the first knife that I ever bought from watching Donnie B All Day's channel. Now, I put a patina on it, and I've just beat the hell out. I don't like blue on knives. I've never liked bluing a knife. Please don't be offended. Again, it's my collection, my druthers. I don't like gun blue on knives. I just don't. It comes off too quick. So I put a patina on it. But this is the knife that I saw Donnie do a review on, and he was so excited about the damn thing. One, I thought, I need that knife. Two, I thought, you know what, there's a guy that has my same passion, and that really, this knife review started me down the road on doing some knives. Now, we've got about 3 minutes, so we're going to run through a few more, and then we'll call it a day. I don't want to go past 20. I want to hold to what we've been doing, but I do want to get a few more in. Like I said, guys, I've got a few more knives in the back that I can get another video out of, so we're going to go through these real quick. And then the rest we will save for next time. All right. So, one of my, well, I'm going to just quit saying it. Y'all know what I'm going to say. I love this damn knife. It's the Topz Wild Pig Hunter. I adore this knife. 1095 steel, micarta handles. It just looks badass. And I know what everybody says about whatever company and blah, blah, blah. I'm not real worried about it. This is a Topz knife. Made in the USA, straight sticker. I absolutely love it. Leather sheath. They did the sheath right. They did the knife right. Look at that. Now this is another one I might slide on my belt for my evening walks as well. Because that'll do the do, if you know what I'm saying. Beautiful. And it's a gorgeous knife. So there's that one. RMJ UCAP. Ryan Johnson. Love the damn knife. I believe this is Nitro B steel, G10 handles. It's thin, it's slicey, it is super dope. I absolutely love it. Another Scout Carry Kydex sheath, badass. All right, BPS knives. We did one, I believe we did the HK5. This is the Adventurer. This is one of the more popular models. These are like 35, 40 bucks less in certain places. You won't spend that in a lot of places for that sheath. Good thick leather, fair rod. Their fair rods are outstanding. 1066 steel. I love the knife. And a lot of people always say, well, it looks like a steak knife. And I agree, 100% agree. There's just something that I love about this damn knife. They come razor sharp, all of them. I've never had a BPS knives, and I've had probably 10 of them now. Not one of them's ever been dull. Not one of them's ever been anything. They're all razor blades. Another fun knife. And here's the thing, guys. Sometimes I'll see a knife. I don't buy knives based on price point. I may get to a point where I do. But if I see something that looks cool, I go ahead and buy it. I just like it. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a certain price. I like BPS. I like their style. I like what they stand for. I like who they are. I like that they had the nuts to stand there and keep producing knives. So I like them. I support them. Last one. This is one of the best knives of all time, in my personal opinion. It's the Topz Silent Hero, full size. It is an absolute. I love this knife so much. I've got a collab, and I'm going to show you the collab next collection video with Captain Electro. that's similar to this. Cap was like, man, tell me what you want. When I was telling Cap what I wanted, it was very, very close to this knife. Absolutely adore this knife. 1095 steel. Micarta handles. Topz does an amazing job. Working choil. Really can't wait to blade show because I want to meet those guys. But just a super dope knife. I absolutely adore it. And with that, we're going to call a close to this video. Man, I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. Listen, if you are interested in supporting the channel in more than just a click and a like, which is plenty, by the way, I'm so appreciative of you just watching the channel, hitting a like, leaving a comment. But if you're like, Scab, I'm in a position I can help more, we have a Patreon link in the description, or you can hit and join YouTube memberships. I am appreciative whether you do or whether you don't. I love you very much, and remember always, I'm Scab, you're not. Part 4 will be coming next week. I'm gone, son.